The internet is in full meltdown right now, and at the center of it is Claressa Shields, Papoose, and a wave of explosive allegations that people can't stop talking about. Now listen, folks are claiming there are alleged payments being made just to push certain shade room posts, and from there, the situation only gets messier. Because at this point, it's not just about boxing or celebrity status anymore. It's turning into a full-blown clout war with obsession accusations and Remy Ma comparisons being thrown everywhere online. The question now is simple. Is Claressa Shields really being targeted, or is she somehow fueling the chaos herself? And trust me, when you actually hear what people are saying about this situation, it goes way deeper than surface-level drama. So let's break it down. Right now, a lot of people are talking about the shade room and how content gets selected, almost like there's favoritism in what gets posted and amplified. Some are suggesting alleged payments, nothing proven, to push certain narratives about Claressa Shields. People are throwing out numbers like 5,000, 10,000, and even 20,000, claiming posts might be boosted for attention and traction. The idea being pushed is that anything that drives engagement around Claressa or her connection to Papoose gets prioritized. And from there, things spiral into even more serious accusations of attention-seeking behavior. Some critics say Claressa is using the moment to stay relevant as women's boxing shifts focus to other fighters like Shadacy Breen and Alicia Baumgardner. Now hold up, this is where opinions really split, because some fans feel she's being overshadowed and reacting to it, while others think she's manufacturing moments to stay in the spotlight. Even her public appearances and posts are being dissected, from date night content with Papoose to lifestyle flexes online. And that's where the debate gets even louder, people arguing whether it's confidence or calculated promotion. At the same time, the comment sections are completely divided. Some people are tired of seeing her name constantly in these discussions, saying the posts are overexposed and repetitive. Others are defending her, saying she's being unfairly targeted and dragged into narratives she didn't create. And then things take another turn when some users try to turn it into a race conversation, shifting the focus away from the actual claims and into broader social commentary. So now you've got multiple layers happening at once: allegations, perception battles, and online identity debates all colliding in real time. And that's exactly why this story keeps blowing up.
But what I see is a lot of people clearly missing the bigger picture when it comes to everything they're accusing Claressa Shields of doing in the public space. Listen to this. It's being framed as her allegedly going after black women, Layla Ali, Remy Ma, and even throwing out claims about certain light-skinned women being her main targets in the industry. Then you've got people dragging in moments like the toy drive situation, saying she allegedly didn't contribute because of personal issues tied to another family dynamic. And when you look at how she moves with her black family overall, people are saying it's selective at best. You know what I'm saying? It's that constant idea of picking and choosing who gets access and who doesn't. And look, that part alone is already sparking debate. But then it goes even further, with allegations that her own family situation is far from perfect. According to claims being repeated online, even her mother's living conditions are being brought into the conversation. And there are also rumors floating around about extended family and friends allegedly staying at the grandmother's house instead of their own places. Nah, that's the kind of talk that instantly takes the internet to another level. So naturally, we've got to step back and actually look at why the comment sections are going crazy over this. Because right now, people are dissecting every post, every clip, every detail being thrown online. One comment summed up the mood perfectly, basically saying if you've never dealt with someone allegedly obsessed over a man, you wouldn't understand what's happening here. And it went further, saying things could spiral fast if it's not checked early. Another point being pushed is that this might look harmless on the surface, but it could be something deeper underneath. And then it shifts into that "I'm not worried about Remy" energy, like there's confidence in how things are playing out behind the scenes. Then Boom Fit enters the chat with a whole different angle, walking into a Gucci store, talking about wanting the full mannequin fit. And boom, suddenly the conversation flips into style comparisons and lifestyle flexing. People start pointing out certain looks allegedly mirror Remy Ma's past fashion moments. The comments don't hold back either, laughing, reacting, and breaking everything down in real time. Some even say it feels like certain captions are influenced by the lyrics or music playing around them. Others are convinced this is all intentional, pointing at designer choices and outfit timing.
Then it turns into a full-on debate over whether outfits are being copied or just inspired. And that's where the internet really starts splitting opinions fast. Some users are saying it's not that deep, just fashion cycles repeating, but others are fully convinced there's messaging behind every single post. Then you've got people calling out the constant reposting of the same figures as if it's becoming repetitive. And the frustration is loud, with some saying they're tired of seeing the same names attached to every update. Meanwhile, others are focusing on Papoose staying silent through it all, reading that silence in completely different ways. Some say it looks strategic, others say it looks like avoidance, and that difference in interpretation is exactly what keeps this topic alive. Then the conversation shifts again, with people claiming certain actions are meant to trigger reactions in specific individuals. That's when things start feeling less like casual commentary and more like psychological analysis, because now every post is being read like it has hidden meaning behind it. And at that point, the internet stops just watching and starts overanalyzing everything. So when someone says, "This played out in real time," they're not exaggerating, because that's exactly what it feels like watching all these narratives unfold at once. And right at the center of it all, Remy Ma's name keeps getting pulled back into every direction. Some call it backlash, others call it obsession, but either way, the attention doesn't stop. And that's why people keep saying this whole situation is still far from over. And then it says Hot Girl Summer was for area code activities. Basically, those kinds of activities. Why would you even say that if you're allegedly in a committed relationship? And again, how can you be in a committed relationship with a married man? Make it make sense. Now, why does she repeat Remy's lyrics? You just let everyone know that you're bothered. Who's this girl publicist with a face over hand emoji? She's so obsessed with Remy. Rem said, "You want to be a baddie, but you ain't bad enough." And Chico with a face upside down smiling emoji. Then it says, as well, somebody said Clarence worked too hard for this. Seriously, the obsession is scary at that. That song really pissed her off. Bought something at the door as well. You're still not bad enough. We need to stop being obsessed with Remy. Remember, your man's still married to her, so he doesn't need to want to be Remy. He is already legally with the real one. Remy, 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 Remy all day. Never one to side with replicas. I don't know. It's not giving what she thinks she's giving. Literally dealing with this since 2023. She's really obsessed with Remy. This is crazy. WTF? Why is she trying to morph into Remy?
This is actually mentally disturbing. Remind y'all, Remy said, "I'm in the city pretty, driving something two-door in a nice fit and the feet giving shoe corn." Listen, shaking my head. Wasn't Rem riding in the two-door looking pretty in the city, outfit lit, shoes giving shoe corn? Clarissa's so fanned out. This comment is all too familiar. It is the great value version. OMG, she's literally copying Rem's whole look, y'all. Remy struck some nerves. Pap said in that interview, definitely don't live together, definitely not get married or something like that. Well, actually, he said absolutely not when it comes to living together, and then he said never a ring as far as any proposals or engagements. Definitely not getting married or something like that, right after the diss track with laughing emojis. He said he scared Clarissa done walking, the Gemini beast, and Rem a laughing emoji. That man is gonna make you go broke. Stop trying to be Remy. I thought this was EJ at first glance. I really thought this was EJ the second I saw it. I swear, those broken people are the loudest. I swear it's always the ones with nothing that talk the most. Ignore them. Just ignore all of that. Right, exactly. But what are we even talking about here? Who are you calling broke though? Hold up, who exactly are you calling broke? What are we saying? Like seriously, what is the point being made here? And what are you looking at my shoes for? Why are you even staring down at my shoes like that? I swear to God, I could be on this bee's mood board. On everything. I feel like I could be on somebody's mood board right now. Now I know you have been lying with side-eye emojis. And I already see the way y'all been typing with those side-eye emojis. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that people are sick of the shenanigans of Claressa Shields. Yeah, people are tired of the antics surrounding Claressa Shields. They're sick of her desperation. They're over that desperation energy. They're sick of her insecurity. They're tired of the insecurity showing through. They're just tired of her in this one-sided competition with Remya. They're just done watching this one-sided rivalry with Remya. Like the fact that you're going through these lengths to compete with the wife, trying to be the wife, and you already are with that lady's husband, and it's still not enough for y'all? Like you're going to these extremes trying to compete with the wife, act like the wife, already involved with the husband, and it still isn't enough.
Tells me everything I need to know that y'all really are not happy like that. That alone tells me y'all really are not as happy as you act. Y'all don't really got it like
like that. You don't really have it like that at all. And Remy Ma is still the blueprint for y'all. And Remy Ma is still the blueprint for all of this. Remy Ma is still the standard for y'all. Remy Ma is still the standard everybody keeps circling back to. And interestingly, y'all have to go this route. And it's wild that y'all feel the need to take it this far. Y'all have to continue using Remy for any type of clout or attention. It feels like y'all keep leaning on Remy just for clout and attention. Nobody cares anymore as Claressa Shields is a woman's boxer. At this point, nobody is even checking for Claressa Shields as a boxer. Nobody cares about her record. Nobody is focused on her record anymore. Her legacy will be forever tainted with this Papoose scandal. Her legacy is now tied up in this whole Papoose situation. Other female boxers are married and have families, and the focal point is not their significant others or spouses. There are plenty of other married female boxers with families where nobody even focuses on their relationships like this. But Claressa Shields was so desperate to outdo Remy or outbe Remy that she ended up sacrificing her own career identity over a married man. And people do not respect it. And people just don't respect that move. People are sick of it. People are tired of it. People are annoyed with it. People are straight up irritated by it. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel what I'm saying? And for some people, it's triggering because some people know what it's like to have a mistress parade around and act like they're calling all the shots and act like they're doing X and the Y and the C. And for some people, this hits a nerve because they've seen that mistress energy where someone acts like they run everything and control every move. Meanwhile, the husband refuses to leave. Meanwhile, the husband still won't walk away. He refuses divorce, refuses change, all of it. Still stuck. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly what I'm saying here. And it's just wild to me that Claressa Shields thinks that Papoose is this big flex. And it's honestly crazy that Claressa Shields thinks Papoose is some kind of major flex.
If you are this multi-millionaire or if you're this big-time celebrity and the best you can pull is Papoose, you know what I'm saying. If you're a big millionaire or celebrity and your top flex is Papoose, come on, you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we need to take the delusion out of the room. We really need to clear that level of delusion out of the room. We need to take the fantasy out of the room. We need to shut down that fantasy thinking in here. We need to take the fantasy out of the room that if Papoose is the best that you can pull, acting like Papoose is the peak just isn't reality. Like, we need to reevaluate everything out here. We really need to rethink everything being said out here. Nonetheless, you guys, that is it for this video. But anyway, that's it for this one, you guys. Hype the video, please. Go crazy on the hype for this video, I'm telling you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Drop your real thoughts down below in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe while you're at it. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post content on my channel. Turn on that notification bell so you catch every upload the second it drops. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon. And with that, I'll be back with you all real soon.